Hello everyone, so today we'll be reviewing a mod called Mystical World. Before we begin, I just want you guys to know that I got a new laptop, which is why I'm using these beautiful shaders here. But if you guys don't like shaders at all, you guys can just let me know in the comments and I'll be sure to remove them in the next video. So without further ado, let's get started. So this mod adds 9 mobs, some items, and also some ores and armors into the game. So let's start with the mobs. Firstly, we have the owl. Now these guys have really cool flying animations and they look really cute too. But they don't do much. Even if you kill them, they won't drop anything. But one thing you can do with them is you can breed them, like so. So as you can see here, a little cute owl has been born. But there seems to be a bug where they cannot exactly stand on land. So as you can see, it's like kind of floating in the air. It's kind of cute. But since they don't do anything, I'll just leave them alone here. And let's move on to the next mob, which is the silkworm. Now to spawn one of these or to find one of these, you can look through the leaves. If you break the leaves in survival mode, sometimes you'll be able to get a silkworm egg. And if you try to put one down, they have a chance of spawning. And what you just saw there was that, I don't know why, but the silkworm, they like to kill each other. So they will just walk slowly to each other, and then whoever hits first wins. So yeah, quite strange. So after a while, if you keep them near you, they will spawn something called the silk cocoon, which is just another way to get strings. But if you want to get more of it, you can choose to use a spindle, which is crafted like so. So it's quite a simple recipe. If you use a spindle, you can get more of the silkworm. I mean the strings, yeah. So yeah, and these guys are also passive. They don't do much too. When they die, they don't drop anything. So best to keep them around for, I don't know, it can be a mob farm. Alright, so next up we have the deer. Now the deer is one of the few mobs that actually drop some things. These guys looks really cute and they have really cool models as well. When they die, they will drop finison and antlers. So these things are just another kind of bone meal, I think. Yeah, you can use it as a bone meal. And can you place it down? Nope. Alright, so you can breed these guys with wheat. Without the horns, they're supposed to be woman, right? I mean female. Strange. Anyway, so you guys, you can breed these things just like how you would like for cows or pigs. So yeah, kind of interesting. I think this guy's head is a bit too big for its size. Anyway, so yeah, that was the deer. Quite interesting. It drops a lot of loot for just a small prey, so I think it's quite worth breeding one of these guys. Alright, so next up we have the lava cats. Now you cannot find these guys in the overworld. These guys only spawn in the nether, but even if you're in nether, they rarely spawn, so if you do happen to encounter one of these, you can tame them with a blaze rod. I don't know what these guys do exactly. I've tried to get them to kill a zombie for me, but it doesn't seem to work. So one cool thing about these cats is that if you put them into water, they will turn to this color, which means that they've turned into obsidian. In the mod page, it says that these guys can fight harder, but they will walk slower. But for now, I don't see them even getting close to the zombies that I'm fighting, so it's quite strange. Alright, so next up we have the beetles. Now these guys looks really cool, and they have really cool animations on their tentacles, but I don't know why, but their legs don't move. So I hope that will be fixed soon. So you can tame these guys with melon seeds. Supposedly you should be able to let them mount your shoulder, but it's temporarily disabled in 1.15.2, so yeah, for now you can just keep one of these at home for collection, I guess. Alright, so next up we have the frog. Now these guys, you cannot tame them, but you can keep these guys as like kind of like a livestock. Why? Because sometimes, occasionally, they will drop something called slime balls, which means you can use these guys as a slime ball farm. So you guys don't need to like walk around in swarms trying to find slimes. Now you can breed these guys with only brown mushroom, not the red mushroom, only the brown one. So like so, and they will breed, and voila, a small frog will spawn just like this. I really don't know why it's like kind of floating in the air like Jesus, but yeah, interesting. Alright, so next up we have the silver fox. Now these guys hunt rabbits and chicken, but from what I can see, they only hunt chicken at the moment. So they'll behave just like a wolf, and after they kill them, they will not take their loot as usual. You can tame these guys with apples. So you can make them sit like this. I really like how their tail wiggles like this. I hope the vanilla wolves will get something like this too. So again, these guys will follow you around just like regular wolves. Maybe they're a bit slower, but still, I think these guys are stronger than normal wolves. Alright, so next up we have the Ender Mini. As the name suggests, it's just a mini version of the Enderman. These guys spawn in the end, and these guys don't do much unless you look at them. If you look at them, they behave just as an Enderman would. And when they die, they will drop something called a young pearl, which you can then craft to make an ender pearl. Alright, so lastly, we have the sprout. Now these guys comes in different shapes, different colors, and when you kill them, they will drop some kind of food for you to eat. Alright, so now let's move on to the items once that zombie goes away. Alright, so the first item, which is how I get most of my information from, is the Encyclopedia Mysticum. Yeah. So this thing is relatively easy to craft, and you will need this thing a lot of times. For example, if you have something in your inventory like so, if you want to know about it, you just need to hold down control. As long as you have the book in your inventory, you'll be able to get information about this or something like this. Or for example, if you have, what is this? You can just press control and voila, it will show you all the details of this mod. So it's quite handy. So I would recommend you guys get one of these also. And then we have the knife and the spear. These guys are quite easy to craft, just like this, and for the spear like this. The knife is quite fast at killing things like this. And you can also use it to craft other stuff, which in this page. Now for the spear, it has a longer attack range, so I think that's about all this item does. And let's move on to the horn. Now the Nautilus horn, you can craft it with a Nautilus shell and a knife. So if you have this active, when you go to swim, you'll be able to swim really fast, like so. But if that is not fast enough for you, you can try to use the glistening horn. Now you can craft this thing with silver ingots here, which can be obtained from these ores here, which I will explain later. So I'll just show you how fast you will be in the water. Alright, so last but not least, we have the ores. So you can get all the information about these ores on the book there, but I'll just give a brief summary of what these ores are. So there are the tin ores, which is basically iron but less durable. Amethyst, which is diamond but better. And then copper, which is basically iron. There must be some variants, but I don't quite remember what that is. And then we have the lead ore, which is basically a more durable version of iron, I think. This one I'm not too sure. And then we have the quicksilver, which is a really interesting ore because the tools or the armor you get from it, if you if you wear it, it will decay over time instead of decay over use. So yeah, quite interesting. And also I think for the lead armor, I think it looks really detailed and really good. So yeah, I think that is about, no wait, I forgot about the silver ore. So basically the silver ore deals a lot more damage to undead mobs such as zombies or skeletons, but the harvest level is the same as gold. I think the durability is the same as that too, so yeah, quite an expensive ore. Alright guys, so that was the end of the video. This mod adds a lot of stuff that really fits into vanilla Minecraft, and the stuff are detailedly explained in the encyclopedia, so I highly recommend you guys checking it out. So that was the end of the video. If you guys like this video, please consider subscribing. I will make a lot of videos about mods that people haven't made reviews about yet, and also I will try to make other kinds of video maybe later on. So please subscribe, like, and share this video if you guys like it. Alright, thank you, goodbye.